Every morning there is a war, not between good and evil, not between rich and poor, not between humans and AI. The real war is for one thing: your consciousness. Before your feet touch the floor, someone is already trying to tell you what to think, what to buy, what to fear, what to click, who to hate, what success looks like, and what you should care about today. You think you're opening your phone is opening you. You think you're checking notifications. Notifications are checking whether your brain is available for rent. Think about how insane that is. We protect our money with passwords, we protect our homes with locks, we protect our phones with Face ID, but we give away the only thing that can create all of those things, our attention, for free, every single morning. If I wanted to control humanity, I wouldn't build a bigger military. I wouldn't build more prisons. I wouldn't even build better robots. I'd build the perfect algorithm, one that slowly convinced billions of people to voluntarily surrender the first hour of every day. Because if I own your mornings, I eventually own your habits. If I own your habits, I eventually own your decisions. If I own your decisions, I eventually own your future. That's not science fiction. That's marketing. That's social media. That's modern life. Here's the crazy part: your brain doesn't wake up finished, it wakes up waiting, waiting for instructions, waiting for code, waiting to discover what's important today. You're not a machine made of steel. You're a biological supercomputer made of neurons, chemistry, electricity, memory, emotion, and imagination. Every belief you've ever had is code. Every fear is code. Every insecurity is code. Every confidence is code. Every relationship is code. Every trauma is code. Every victory is code. Every conversation you've ever had installed something. Some people installed confidence, some installed fear, some installed curiosity, some installed limits. Most people spend their lives blaming the output without ever questioning the software. They keep trying to upgrade their income without upgrading their identity. They try to change their future using an operating system written by their past. That's like expecting Windows 95 to suddenly become artificial intelligence because you bought a nicer monitor. It doesn't work that way. So here's the first principle: before you consume, create. Before you react, choose. Before the world writes today's story, write your own. That's why every morning I run the same simple protocol: three M's: movement, mindfulness, mindset. First, movement. Wake up the hardware before demanding performance from the software. Walk, stretch, lift weights, dance, do push ups. I don't care. Just remind your biology that you're alive. Drink water, step outside, let sunlight hit your eyes. Nature has been synchronizing human brains for millions of years. Your phone has been hijacking them for less than 20. Second, mindfulness. Clear the cache, close the tabs, slow the noise, take one deep breath, take another tiny inhale, then slowly exhale. Repeat it 3 times. Feel what happens. No expensive gadget, no guru, no subscription, just biology remembering how to regulate itself. Sit quietly, pray, journal, meditate. Think, don't think. It doesn't matter. The goal isn't to become someone else. The goal is to hear yourself again, because your intuition can't compete with 12,000 notifications. Third, mindset. This is where you become the programmer. Ask yourself one question: who has to exist today for my future to become inevitable? Not what do I need to do? What kind of person needs to show up? Calm, focused, disciplined, curious, courageous. Decide before life decides for you. Then plant one line into your operating system. Today, I am prepared to recognize opportunities that yesterday I would have ignored. That's not magic, that's attention. Your brain doesn't show you reality, it shows you what it believes matters. Tell it opportunities matter, and suddenly you'll notice conversations, ideas, people, timing, and patterns that were always there. They didn't appear. You finally became capable of seeing them. Here's what nobody tells you about AI. AI isn't replacing human intelligence, it's exposing it. AI multiplies whatever you already are. If you're distracted, AI makes you faster at being distracted. If you're unfocused, AI helps you produce more unfocused work. If you're intentional, AI becomes the greatest amplifier in human history. AI isn't your advantage, your mind is. AI just turns the volume up. That's why the biggest upgrade you can make isn't buying another app, another course, another productivity system, or another piece of technology. It's reclaiming the first 10 minutes of your consciousness every single morning, because the future won't belong to the people with the smartest artificial intelligence. it'll belong to the people who never surrendered their natural intelligence.